I was very impressed when I went to Hard Club. The venue, the old market venue, and then within that is a sort of special rooms, 2 rooms, a big room and a small room, and a Nomad embassy was playing in the small room, and we were there right from the beginning. It was lovely to see this young sound, right? Because apparently one of the 2 stacks was only ready for the festival that they were just coming from. So there was a kind of excitement to the evening, and it was just lovely talking to Chloe and the others beforehand. But they were working, so we didn't have big in-depth conversations. But what it's all about, reggae music and dub, is all about the vibe, and that was just lovely to be part of that and to see them, particularly to see this young sound working so speechlessly as a team. You know, they didn't have to tell. There's nobody had to instruct one person to tell another person. There was no immediate boss, right? But but each person, man and woman, importantly, they knew what they were doing. They had their jobs, and so we could just sit back and take a few photographs, which I'm going to share with them, and reflect on how the marriage of technology and human agency and human action comes together. And it's a very beautiful thing, and that's in a way it's the heart of my research project, is to understand what technology can afford. That's to say, what it can make possible. It doesn't cause things, but it can be used for certain purposes. And the beauty of the sound system, as they say, the only good system is a sound system, is using the technology for the people. And so after seeing them wire it up and adjust and start playing, then the crowd started to come in, of course, and you could just see, just from the door, they're already moving to the music, and because that's what the vibe is, that's what they've come for, and so it was just a very, very enjoyable evening, and I'm looking forward to working a little bit more with the sound system, with Nomad Embassy. And just getting their impressions, because there's a lot of, in other parts of the world, there's a lot of older sound systems, right? Generations older than Nomad, and so it's interesting to make the comparison between the generations and what they're looking for. But it's also interesting in many ways. But one of them, the younger generation, have stayed with the old time music, with the dub and the rock steady and the rubber dub, which in Jamaica is just an ancient history that nobody's bothered with, because the young generation is not even into reggae; they're into dancehall, and so it's what has travelled from reggae was made in Jamaica a long time ago and has been forgotten in Jamaica largely, but it's living and very energetically with the young people in Europe and other parts of the world.